Shalom, family. Dallas James. Hearts 2 Fathers Publishing. Royal Levitical Priesthood Ministry. This is part 2 of the 8th video. In part 1, I showed you the identity seal, the Father naming the man on the shroud as YHWH Joshua Messiah, the high priest, the firstborn from the dead. Now I want to give you the mandate and the sealing. Draw 2. The covenant mandate. I asked, Father, what is the covenant assignment for those who receive this mathematical evidence of the resurrection? What are we commanded to do with it? Pre-registered keywords: proclaim, nations, witness, covenant, command. And the lead verse was 1 Kings, Solomon speaking to Hiram king of Tyre. Now therefore command that they cut me cedar trees out of Lebanon, and my slaves will be with your slaves. I asked about our assignment, and the Father answered with construction logistics. Not theology, not meditation. Cut cedar. Build. The cedars of Lebanon were the finest building material in the ancient world, incorruptible, fragrant, enduring. And they were used for the beams and panels of the temple. The shroud evidence is raw material. The scientific data, the textual analytics, the mathematical formulas, these are the cedars. The command is to cut them, transport them, and set them into a structure that others can enter. The mandate is construction, not contemplation. And notice the partnership. My slaves will be with your slaves. Solomon's workers and Hiram's workers laboring side by side. This investigation has never been a solo endeavor. It requires physicists and biblical scholars, nuclear engineers and exegetes, Italian laser researchers, and a translator in the Pacific Northwest. The cedars come from different mountains, but they are cut for the same temple. Then came the irreversible blessing. Verse 59:39. I have received commandment to bless, and he is blessed, and I cannot reverse it. That is Balaam speaking, a prophet hired to curse Israel, who found that his mouth could only bless what YHWH had blessed. The Father has issued a blessing over this evidence, and it cannot be reversed. No radiocarbon misdating, no academic committee, no institutional silence can undo what has been blessed. The Annunciation appeared. You will conceive and bring forth a son, and will call his name Joshua. The mandate is specific. Name him. Do not hedge. Do not say possibly. Call his name. And the man clothed in linen. Daniel's vision. Verse 23,707. Raising both hands to the cosmos. Both hands. The proclamation goes in every direction to every nation. The man clothed in linen himself models the mandate. The shroud carries the proclamation across every generation that examines it. The Segullah marker hit 213.7%, the highest treasured possession reading in the entire 8th video series. The mandate itself is a treasure, not a burden, a gift. Now draw 3. The sealing. I asked, Father, in this 8th witness, does the convergence of the shroud's physical evidence and the testimony of your word seal the matter? And is the resurrection of the dead established by 2 or 3 witnesses as your Torah requires? Pre-registered keywords: witness, seal, establish, Torah, 2 or 3. And the numbers came back stronger than anything in 19 draws. CCI, 93%. The highest convergence confidence index in the entire shroud investigation. Every channel firing at maximum alignment. PBI, plus 3.254. P-value less than 0.01. The strongest directional clarity of any draw in the series. GDI, Fisher chi-squared of 62.95. P-value of 2.42 times 10 to the negative 5. Less than 1 in 40,000. DT, 3.70 sigma. 554% of baseline. The highest in the 8th video series. FDR, 3 of 12 markers surviving Benjamini Hochberg correction. The highest survival rate in the series. And the deterministic verdict, yes. Not lean yes. Not 99.6%. 100%. PS equals 1.000. Every rule in the hard-coded rulebook resolved to yes. All gates pass. Strong anomaly classification. The lead verse described a completed arrangement. The residue of Israel, of the priests and the Levites, were in all the cities of Judah, everyone in his priestly inheritance. Everyone in place. The matter settled. And then the draw delivered 3 explicit resurrection verses. 3 witnesses for a question about 2 or 3 witnesses. Witness 1. But after that I am resurrected, I will go before you into Galilee. Joshua Messiah in his own voice. First person. I am resurrected. Witness 2. But he spoke of the temple of his body. When therefore he was resurrected from the dead, his disciples remembered that he had said this to them, and they believed the scripture and the word that Joshua had said. This single verse contains the temple body ontology, the resurrection from the dead, the remembering of what was written, and the act of believing. Every thread of the investigation in one verse. Witness 3. Buried with him in baptism, in which also you are risen with him through the faith of the operation of Elohim, who has resurrected him from the dead. The participation dimension. The energia, the working power. The same energy that raised him raises those who are buried with him. The 34 terawatts that form the shroud image is the physical signature of that energia. Then came the workers in fine linen. From the genealogy of Judah, the families of the house of them that labored in fine linen of the house of Ashbi. A genealogical record of linen workers from the royal tribe, appearing in a draw about a fine linen burial cloth. You cannot make this up. The shroud is traced to Judah. In Genesis 2, verse 1, thus the cosmos and the earth were completed, and all the host of them. The seventh day, the completion of the old creation. This investigation has produced 7 videos. The 8th begins the new creation. The sealed book is opened. The testimony goes forth. The draw closed with the promise of the tree of life. To the one that conquers, I will give unto him to eat out of the tree of life, which is in the paradise of Elohim. The resurrection, which the shroud physically attests and the shield analytics mathematically confirm, is the pathway back to the tree that was guarded since Eden. Family, let me bring this together. 19 draws. 1,650 verses from a corpus of 34,211. Sigma levels ranging from 3.22 to 5.33 across the full series. Fisher chi-squared values reaching 109.77 with a p-value of 6.23 times 10 to the negative 13, less than 1 chance in 13 trillion. And now the capstone. CCI at 93%, PBI at plus 3.254, and a deterministic verdict of yes at 100% probability with strong anomaly classification. All gates pass. The identity is confirmed. The man on the shroud is YHWH Joshua Messiah, the high priest who entered alone. The mandate is given. Command, cut, build. Name him. Raise both hands to the cosmos. Set the light on the candlestick. The matter is sealed. 3 resurrection witnesses in a single draw. The Torah standard fulfilled. The cosmos completed. The 8th day begun. He is risen. The testimony is sealed. The matter is established. Turn and pull up stakes. The territory is before you.